Hey, everybody! We are live! Welcome to the TRIDENTCast. And you'll notice we've got a whole new revamped set, a digital set. We've got all the boys here tonight, and we are currently multi-streaming both on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch. So we're very excited about that. For those of you joining us for the very first time ever on a TRIDENTcast, let me explain how this works. If you see at the very top of the screen, you have options to send us super chats, to send us donations, to send us bits over Twitch. If you send us a donation of any amount, we will drink. We will all drink, so you can make the band drink with you together. Drink with us together, I guess. And we're adding a new additional rule for this TRIDENTcast. And that is we are going to be taking those drinks kind of in between conversations so that we don't interrupt each other, because we had a bunch of interrupting and forgetting, like what we were saying last time we got together and chatted. So, without any further ado, the first piece of business, the first piece of very important information that I need to get out of the way right away here is, ladies and gentlemen, it is Larry the Steadfast's birthday today. So I'd really like everyone to raise a glass to Larry the Steadfast. Cheers, Larry, it's your birthday.
Cheers. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, Larry.
Cheers.
Happy birthday, Larry.
Yep. So, guys, what do you... I know what Brian and Brett are drinking the same thing. You guys got twinsies. What do you got there? Torpedo.
Oh, yeah.
Abido, torpedo.
Aki, what do you got?
I'm still drinking my Costco whiskey.
Oh, very nice. And Brent, you
Thanks
have
again, Brent.
barrel-aged distilled water?
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. I have this really interesting one by Southern Grist and Collective Arts. It's a collaboration brew. It's called All the Things. It is a milk stout brewed with banana, chocolate, pistachio, vanilla, cardamom, and cream.
What? Cardamom.
Yeah, so it's pretty nuts.
So many ingredients.
It's got crazy, man. It's got crazy ingredients list. It tastes really, really, really banana-y. Like all the rest of the stuff kind of comes through, but that banana, man, just punches you in the face. Oh, and Maddie, we got our first super chat. I'm gonna allow myself to.
You didn't finish your story, Ty.
Oh
You're
well.
for a natural lull.
There, I finished the story. Let us all drink. Thank you, Maddie. Cheers. Cheers.
So banana, huh? I'm not sure I could do it. Bananas are not my thing.
Yeah, bananas are not my thing much either, but like when you throw in like banana and chocolate and all that crap together, I mean, it kind of balances out a little bit, so.
Yeah, oh my God, bananas are decent, but when you throw chocolate in, next level.
So how is everybody? Let's go around let's go around the squared circle here. Let's start with the Brett Walter. How you doing, Brett?
Good. Very good. I mean, it's been stressful. It almost seems like this whole quarantine thing hasn't really slowed me down at all, just because we're moving in less than a week. So I've been packing up, not only searching for houses and packing up my house this entire time. So it's been
you were showing us the video cam of all the stuff you got packed up.
Yeah,
like your house is just a.
It's
oh boy,
everywhere. I don't know if that works. Oh, and there's Maddie if it just pops in. Yep, there she is. Yep. So, yeah, it's been insane, but good. I'm so excited to move. It's like starting a new chapter, basically, and I haven't been able to play my drums in a long time, so I'm getting excited to do that again.
Yeah.
We got new stuff to work on, so
yeah,
gotta get ready for our first rehearsal in months.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and so I guess we'll let everybody watching in on the plan. Like right now, we've been talking it through, and the plan is at the moment to start rehearsals back up a couple of weeks into June. So we're thinking it was like June 17th is going to be our first rehearsal together, which is going to be great. I've missed the crap out of like playing with you guys. Like seriously. Oh my god. So
I haven't played with people since like, obviously that sounds weird, but whatever. Since like February. Was that the last time we rehearsed?
yeah,
Or did
yeah. We had our last show was
March.
Oh yeah, early March, right? Our last show was before this whole thing hit was that weekend before in Minneapolis and Rochester, and then that was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so we should take this time to observe the birthday man's
That's right.
super chat.
Hey Larry, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Larry.
Happy birthday.
Thanks,
It'd be
Larry.
great to hang out
Thank
with
you,
you
Larry.
again someday.
Man, I'm seeing so many familiar faces in the chat, and I'm just kind of going between two screens here, YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. We see, hey Travis, great to see you. Sophie's with us, and Thomas. So the Cabaret Curiosa, sorry. Cabernet is a wine. Cabaret Curiosa just had a live stream this weekend, this last weekend that I tuned into. They did a burlesque live stream on Facebook, which was awesome. It was really fun. Did you guys? I know Brian was there. Did the rest of you guys see it?
Yeah, me and Mackenzie peeked in for a bit too. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. For those of you who don't know Cabaret Curiosa, they we played a show together, and they housed us when we were over in Europe, in Vienna, and it was that was one of my favorite parts of the whole trip. They were so much fun, so many good memories. Brian got knocked the hell out, almost on stage. Like Brett and Brian went after each other, right?
Yeah.
There's a knockdown drag out slugfest.
Steel cage match impending.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah. So so we got that. Okay. So thank you, Larry. Happy birthday, Larry. We had Brett check in. Brian, what's going on?
Not much. It'll be good to practice, I think. It's just been a meh day, but I don't really have anything specifically wrong or bad.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
It does.
It would probably do me very good to like get out of the house and actually do things again. That being said, that seems to be what literally every single person was thinking this last weekend.
Yeah, holy crap.
So I feel like a kind of a day of reckoning, one way or the other, is on its way.
Yeah.
Like in the next 7 to 10 days, with all the people who were out and about and just said, I don't care anymore, all Memorial Day weekend long. Either we're going to get a lot of sicknesses or we're going to get a lot of nothing.
Right.
Well, Wisconsin just posted that they had the largest single day of confirmed cases today since March or something. We had 25 new cases.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's never good to hear, but
Yeah.
It's we'll see. We're going to see what happens. I think in the next week and a half or so, we're going to see if this thing is for real or if it was overhyped.
Yeah. I think that's part of the reason why we're waiting so long. Oh my God, we got a doggo. We got a licking doggo. Oh no. Oh no.
You can't help it.
I think one of the reasons that we're waiting so long, besides Brett moving, is to kind of let the people who've gone out and gotten into crowds and that kind of stuff sort of be the guinea pigs. Brent kind of brought that up. He's like, "Do you think maybe we should wait a couple weeks and just see if everybody dies and it turns into a zombie wasteland before we get together and start practicing again?" And it's like, yeah.
You never want to be an early adopter of like a new version of software or government.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I like that analogy.
Yep. So yeah. I hope we can all get out of the house too. I'm definitely feeling the itch. I went for a bike ride today. And here's the reason I went for a bike ride today. Little humble brag here, but I've been working out so much, man. I've been working out like hardcore, like almost every day, man, on my elliptical machine down here. Mostly because I got super fat like the first months we were in quarantine. I just couldn't stop eating and drinking. But so I'm like, okay, enough is enough. And I started working out on the elliptical. And I worked out on it so hard that I broke it. I tried to fix it. I really did. But like, yeah, the bolts are fucking snapped. I tried like welding them, and that came off this morning. So I'm like, all right, I guess the universe just wants me fat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Hey,
and somehow breaking your elliptical, it's just not as badass as breaking a squat rack or a bed.
Right. Right.
Like, like with the first one, people are like, "Oh man, how much were you lifting?" And the other one is just like, "Man, what kind of sex were you having?" And then the third one, you're like, "Elliptical. Why didn't you just go for a run?"
Because I have bad knees.
uh, to piggyback on that,
Yeah.
and that's always crappy to hear. Last weekend, Andrea and I went for a bike ride, and we made it to, I think, Military Ridge State Trail, and then my pedal literally broke.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Like the metal that kind of attached my like the pedal itself, the whole thing like shifted and kind of broke.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure the metal, I'm pretty sure I just need a new bike
Yeah.
now.
Well, how old
so-
was that bike? I heard that bike that you had was.
It was old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
it was old and a hand-me-down secondhand thing anyway.
Hmm.
But now it's official. Like I got to go find a new bike from somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is not a fun time to try to find new items like that,
No.
or to have things like break down irreparably.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I've had this weight system in my basement for years that just never got used. And finally, with like this whole moving thing, we're just like, fuck it, we need to get rid of this thing. So I had Mackenzie put it up on Facebook Marketplace. Within like minutes,
Wow.
she had so many inquiries, and we sold like the whole thing by the end of the day. It was insane.
Wow.
But I think we priced it pretty cheap for the most part because we just wanted to get rid of it. But yeah, I was surprised at how quick people jumped on it.
Hmm. Well, I guess when you're in the situation where everybody's on Facebook like 24/7 now because we have nothing else to do and we can't leave the house, probably got a lot of interested buyers, kind of waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Brent, you're up next. What's good? You brought me
I
donuts
could-
today.
Yeah. Alyssa and I drove around town and brought some people donuts. Just because we missed seeing people and doing nice things for people. Sorry to those that didn't receive donuts on this round. Maybe next time.
It's okay. I don't like things that are fun.
Yeah, I usually don't either.
And I'm way out in the sticks, so it's all right.
Well, you're like what, a mile and a half from me, so
3 miles.
okay.
Well, other than that, I've actually been exercising a lot in my home gym. I've probably the second strongest I've ever been. So I've been having fun with that. I don't play enough bass. It's hard. I play, but it's hard to keep motivated without constant band practice and shows.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting back into that. Otherwise, I just never leave my house and I work from home. And I've been working on gardening and shit like that. So
Cool. All right.
right.
There's a natural lull, so let's give a drink to. Thank you, John Hoban. $19.99 for the low price. You can have all 5 band members drink.
And Larry again.
And Larry
Larry's-
again.
Larry's giving us $18,
Wow, thank you guys.
one for every year old he is.
Exactly. We had a question in the Facebook chat. Travis Ziegler, new album plans. Brian, you want to take that one?
I missed that. I missed that question. Where
It's
did
in
that come
Facebook, not YouTube.
Oh, well, crud. All right, I don't have that open. So
That's
if,
okay.
if there's other things, you'll have
I'll
to let
keep
me
everybody
know.
informed.
Cool. New album plans. I've made some demos. We've played some demos. have a bunch of charts made, which we've been working on individually for now. And it sounds like a little later in June, we're going to start putting some more new ones together. As a band, we've played through 4, I think.
Yeah, I'm
4
looking
or
at
5.
I'm looking at the
And,
chart right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 if you count the cover that we have demos out for right now. And we have lyrics for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if you count
Yes.
the cover.
You've you've definitely been keeping busy doing lyrical work. I have, almost all of these demos, all of these demos were completed pre-quarantine. So I've been doing other stuff. We've all been doing other stuff, but we've got plenty to do, I guess. So I haven't submitted anything else new yet.
Mhm.
So,
And
I probably won't for a little while. We don't need to.
And Aki's got what, like 3, 4, 5 ideas kind of charting around in your head. A couple of them that you played for me that are pretty kick-ass. So
Oh, too kind.
yeah. Shelby says, "What are y'all covering?" Well, Shelby, if you really want to know, we have a vocal demo of it up on the Patreon, patreon.com/Lords of the Trident. Boom, perfect segue. Check it out. It's right up here. I've got this brand new graphic that looks so cool. It's all made in After Effects. Took me like 500 days to edit this thing out. Oh god, it's great. So check it out, patreon.com/Lords of the Trident. If you're in the behind the scenes tier, you know what we're covering. But otherwise, it'll have to be a little wink, wink.
Did we do Larry's his 15 chat yet?
No, we did not. Hey, everybody! Again to Larry. Happy birthday, Larry! Oh my gosh!
Happy birthday!
Larry's birthday. You're supposed to be getting money, not giving money.
I know, right?
Cheers, brother.
Yep.
John's got a good question.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Going vinyl again?
Going vinyl again?
Have we talked about that?
We haven't really talked about it. I think that's the way the wind's blowing at the moment. The sucky part about it is it's so expensive and to do it right. And if we have like a long album, which we almost certainly will, it's expensive to do it right. I like to try to do, stuff, make merch and stuff like that in the U.S. if possible. And local if possible. A lot of our shirts now and merchandise we're printing through a local company. But yeah, I mean it's just so gosh darn expensive. It's G. Willikers, good golly. It's the vinyl for Shadows from the Past I think costs, what was it? Was it $6,000? Something like that? Yeah, it was like $6,000. So, and we have not, although I love the fact that we have vinyl and it has been selling like pretty okay. We've sold 1 or 2 every show. And we sold a bunch over the internet. It hasn't like sold like hotcakes to the point where we're like, oh my god, we gotta make more vinyl, otherwise people will be mad.
Long-term investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 3 big boxes of vinyl that I have to take with me on this move.
Lucky you.
Yeah. So
those are heavy.
They are. Yeah. But I think it's at the moment, yeah, right. Like Brian said, it's a long-term investment. So I think we'll have to have a conversation about that once we have the album actually, done and finished and out and all that sort of stuff, or not out, but you know what I mean. So, yeah.
Before Aki goes,
Uh-huh.
I one thing I did want to say and I forgot was thank you to everyone for all of the very nice birthday wishes. I turned 432 a week ago today, so thank you everybody.
Happy birthday, Brian. And Maddie just gave you $1.99 for your birthday. Happy birthday. Everybody drink.
Don't feel a day over 433.
All right, Aki, you are up.
Cool.
You are up next.
Yeah, no, I'm doing pretty decent. Kind of a funny thing. So I got, we have face masks at work, and recently they switched to like a new crappier supplier of face masks.
Oh no.
Yeah, like the strings keeps like you put it on and one will like immediately snap, and it's kind of crazy. I never thought I'd get this, but I've never worn a face mask for so long, and man, the end, like the behind your ears area gets really sore.
Mm.
Yes.
And so I thought it was very funny. I was actually working in the dairy cooler today to learn it, and my mask kept breaking. And the guy who does the temperature screens was like, "Here, why don't you just take this pack of 50 in the cooler with you?" And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I thought it was really funny when I looked at the pack and I opened it. There was like a little brochure thing with a Chinese national flag on it.
Oh man.
That was very funny. And luckily, I only went to 5 today. But one thing I'm trying to be better about is I have a few cloth masks. I saw everyone with cloth masks, and everyone has really stylish ones. Like they got ones like cats and stars and all kinds of things. And I was like, man, I want some cool masks. So I ordered some. And but I keep forgetting to wash them. So I wear them once and I have to use the crappy ones at work. And one of the managers at work, he was wearing glasses, and I was like, "Why are you?" Oh, I was like, "Oh, why are you wearing glasses?" And he was like, "I got an ulcer in my eye." And I was like, "What?" And I guess like there's a chance that the particulates like coming loose from the paper masks, the cheap ones we all get at workplaces.
Oh
It might have just over time, like because when you're breathing, kind of like when you wear glasses and a mask, it fogs up. It kind of can get in your eyes, and I was like, "Oh God, ulcer in eye, do not want that."
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
Aki, you know what won't give you an ulcer in the eye is and we still have to kind of decide if we want to do this 100%. But we're thinking about. We asked on the Patreon if we wanted to do. Instead of an exclusive shirt, we're going to do a very soft, sublimated print Lords of the Trident cloth mask for our $8 plus backers. And I'm going to show a exclusive potential design on the screen right now. Here it comes, and whoop, there it is. So let me know in the chat what you think about that. That's the inside of Shadows from the Past. On both sides there, so we make it a little bigger. I think it's pretty cool.
It was really funny. I thought you were going to say, it won't give you an ulcer in the eye, a cat picture, and I was like, Ty, that's a pretty early segue in this podcast.
Oh yeah, we gotta wait to make it good, for the cat picture. But now that there's a lull in the conversation, let's say again, happy birthday from Aaron Webb to Brian. Yay! Thank you, thank you. Oh, you got 2 of them now.
One's empty.
And then Johnny Earls is back with us. Johnny, good to see you. Oh my gosh, been a while. So yeah,
ulcer in my eye. That's isn't that like the Cheech and Chong, like earache my eye or something?
Yeah.
Not good with eye things.
Yeah, Aki does not. Aki doesn't like eye things and doesn't like teeth things.
Oh God, that reminds me. Oh God,
okay.
you know how Aki, I love the horror movies.
Yeah,
and it's probably my favorite genre at the moment. Mm-hmm. And I decided, it's kind of in the mood for like a B-level movie, and so I didn't care about, if it didn't have a great Rotten Tomatoes rating. And I watched Brightburn. I thought the concept was interesting.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. And I was actually surprised how gory the relatively few deaths in the film were. Mm-hmm. And oh my God, Ty, have you seen it? The eye scene? Oh
no, I haven't. I actually just talked about Brightburn last night with my neighbor. We're doing these movie nights where we do movies over Zoom, where we both watch the movie and we connect and and talk about it over Zoom. And we were talking about that, and we were also talking about Superman Red Sun, which apparently came out very recently. It's like, what if it's like the Superman concept, but what if instead of like crash landing in the United States, he crash landed in Russia, and he was like a communist, supporter or whatever. I don't know, back in but the movie. So I think we're gonna watch that one. Brightburn was kind of on my list of like, it looks really interesting. I've heard it's kind of like, it's okay.
I'll say that the concept is good, the acting is good. I think just the the writing is there's not like the dialogue's horrible. It's just it falls flat because it's so predictable
Yeah.
as to which direction it goes. But you'll have to watch and let me know. Man, there's a real I can't think of a horror movie off the bat that has such an extended eye trauma portion.
man.
Most of the time, if someone gets their eye gouged out, it goes away really quickly. But this was kind of like the zombie movie, the infamous Italian one, Zombie, Zombi, that had the hilarious zombie versus shark scene. But they have a scene where a person gets pulled through a door and there's a sharp spike of wood and it goes through their eye.
Oh,
and
no.
this was even worse than that.
Oh, man. Well, hey, real quick, since we have a lull in the conversation again, Jeremy Schmidt, $4.99. Thank you, Jeremy. Oh, everybody drink to Jeremy. Long live to you, my friend. You know, the movie that we were watching when we were talking about the movie that we just finished when we were talking about, okay, what are we going to watch next? Which, if you guys have not seen this movie, holy shit, you need to see this movie. It's an old 80s Nicolas Cage movie called Vampire's Kiss. And
I've seen that.
oh my god! Everybody's seen. I know you guys can't see my face right now, but for the people on the chat, the Nicolas Cage like meme where he's like, yeah, I think just by making that sound, you guys can kind of picture it in your head. He's like, oh,
Yep.
Yep. It's from that movie, and wow, I still have no idea what that movie was all about. It just screams acting. I mean, it's oh
Yeah.
god, it's amazing.
I think that was the one where he screams the alphabet as well. if I'm
Yeah,
not
A
mistaken.
B C D E F. Oh my god.
Have you guys seen Mandy, which is supposed to be a horror movie with Nicolas Cage and it's supposed to actually be really, really good?
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I think Brent's nodding.
Oh, Brent is shaking.
Oh no! I forgot this YouTube stream. The reactions I'm seeing are all kind of postponed. I'm seeing,
Oh no, Brent's actually having a seizure. Oh no.
Oh no.
We won't know for 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds, call an ambulance. Oh man. So yeah. Well, I've got a bunch of topics to talk about. So maybe we should, unless anybody has any other additional things to add about how you've been doing, what's been going on lately, just general chit chat, and get to the topics.
I think I have like some random interjections, but by definition, I need to like interject them at inappropriate times. So I'll wait.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good.
Bobby just tuned in.
Hey, all right. Good to see Bobby. Yeah, we got a lot of friends. We got Bart, we got Brandy, we got Andy. Brandy and Andy and Dandy. Everybody's handy and grandy. All right. So, first and foremost, not to start the official topics of the TRIDENTcast on a downer note, but we did end up canceling Mad with Power, and I think most people have seen the video, and I think most people are understand, are cool with it. Obviously, I think this goes without saying that it was a really, 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 really difficult decision for all of us. And it's something that we really didn't want to do, but we have to, put everybody's health, our fans' health, your health, our health, our family's health, your family's health, first and foremost. And it just doesn't make sense this year to do that. But what I will say is Mad with Power Fest, a little bit of a trendsetter this year, because we canceled, and then a week later, guess who else canceled? Prague Power USA.
They don't even have.
They were waiting on us.
Yeah, they were waiting. They wanted to see what the leaders of the genre were doing.
That's it.
Yeah. But so that's a bit of a downer note. We're not going to linger on that much for very long. If people out there are watching this and they're like, "What? I didn't know." Go check out the video. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It'll answer all your questions. And there's that. I also on Facebook. And I don't know if you guys have seen, if any of you have seen this yet. I showed Brent this morning when he came to drop off some donuts at my house. But I have hacked together some DIY quasar science tube lights for us to use downstairs. Did anybody see the video I posted on the Lord's page like about an hour ago or two?
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Yeah,
I've been seeing like your little updates of your test runs and everything.
yeah. So where that came from, right, is there. So where that came from is there if you're a fan of music videos and if you watch any music videos in the last like 5 years, you've probably seen these like kind of free floating. They look like just fluorescent bulbs, right? They're just free floating, and they usually like stack them behind people, and they make cool designs and all that sort of stuff, and they can change color. So I've got something coming up soon that's a little side project thing, and I haven't actually even told anybody in the band about this yet. So this is going to be going to be a complete surprise to everybody. I guarantee that you guys will think this is absolutely fantastic, and I can't say anything about what it is because I know there's a specific person or maybe multiple people on the Patreon who are gonna just flip their shit when this happens. So I want to, I'd love to spoil it. God, I want to spoil it so bad, but I got to keep this a surprise because when it drops, it's gonna be stupid.
And we don't even know about this.
And you don't even know about it. It's crazy. Yep, I'm keeping it a secret from everybody. So anyway,
But you guarantee we're going to love it.
Oh, I will absolutely 1000% guarantee that you guys are going to be like, slow golf clap, and you'll be like, Ty Christian, you son of a bitch, you've done it again. Yep.
I too am doing something fucking amazing, but can't tell you.
Ooh.
Nor will I ever.
Joe Brogy put it a good way. If you've never seen these quasar science tubes, they are basically lightsabers. They look exactly like lightsabers in music videos. So I was like, I have this idea to make a video for this little side project thing that I'm doing, and I need one of those tubes. I need two of them, to be perfectly honest. And I have this perfect idea of like how to use them, and I look up how much they are, and they're $250 a tube for 4 feet. And I'm like, girl, what? So then I'm like, well, I wonder if I could make one. And so I start, dicking around on the internet, looking at things. Long story short, I ended up making 8 of them. And they came out to about $35 a pop with the stand and $17 a pop without. And I'm going to make a video, a full DIY explanation video on how to make one, and we're gonna put that up on the YouTube channel. But we're gonna use these for our upcoming live stream events that we're gonna be doing. So when the plan is that when we get back to practicing, we're gonna try to do, since we're all kind of gazing in the crystal ball, right? And we're kind of seeing that most of the shows, most of the festivals, most of the stuff is pretty much going to be canceled for the rest of the year. We are planning on doing some live stream concerts, some multi-camera, high-end, sound and light, fully mixed, fully awesome live stream concert events. And I thought, why not spruce up the basement a little bit, with these quasar tubes that I'm also going to be using for a music video for this little side project thingamabob. So that has consumed me for the last 3 days.
Ty, I had this image in my head of like, by the end of summer, you'll have so many fancy lights and whatnot. It'll be like a giant stage, even though it'll be the basement.
Yeah.
And like during the solos, you'll jump on like one of those movie theater dollies and like scroll from one side of the basement to the other.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. I'd love that. You kidding?
Yeah.
So, and I want to make it clear because I haven't. Let me be clear. Let me be clear here. I'm not planning on bringing these for the guys. I'm not planning on bringing these along to shows because I know if we add one more thing on the stage, you'll all kill me, especially Aki.
Or
kill me dead.
Well, I'll be loading the trailer and I'll break them.
Yeah, there's that too. So, but these are going to be great for down here. They look awesome. And my plan is, and I'm thinking this might be cool. So I've got 4 of the lights on the poles kind of flanking the drum set, right? And then Brett, behind you, I want to free hang a bunch of these quasar science tubes in a trident.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then we'll do all these like chasing light effects and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be sweet. So anyway, so I did that.
Hey Ty,
Yeah.
when does your super crazy amazing thing come out? That your super private thing, or does it not have a release date yet?
So it doesn't have a release date yet.
Okay.
What I will say is that we are my things outside of the video part, my things that I have done for this are done, and there is I will tell you one. I will give one secret clue on this Trident cast, and then speak of it no more. I am doing this together with Jason Ashcraft of Helion Prime and Dire Peril.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's all the hints you're gonna get. So yeah. My things that I'm doing are all done. His things are all done. We have a third individual who's helping us out in some capacity, and and we're waiting on him. But I suspect that we will probably like have it done in the next week, 2 weeks, and it should be out shortly. So.
Very cool. I think in lieu of writing, since quarantine started, I've mainly, for whatever reason, recorded a pile of guest guitar solos for a variety of things and for a variety of projects and people and what have you. One of them, and I can't spoil who or what it is, but one of them that I was involved with will be released tomorrow. At least is my understanding.
Cool.
So anyone out there who's curious, keep an eye out for that. It will be
post on your Facebook.
It should be on my Facebook. Yes.
Okay.
I think the plan is for it to come out tomorrow. So keep an eye.
I didn't realize it was going to come out tomorrow. That's pretty awesome. That's the thing.
I'll actually use Facebook and check out that video.
That's the thing that we did, right? Brian? That I came over to do for you?
I am not going to confirm nor deny.
All right, okay.
I am going to maintain an air of mystery.
Oh, I like this air of mystery.
As are you.
Okay, cool. Excellent. All right. Let's quit pussyfooting around and get to the number 1 recommended. You know what we never did? We never said theme song. Here we go. Theme song. I'm so sorry I forgot to say theme song 40 minutes ago. But there you go. Let's quit.
Here we go.
Yay, we did it. All right, so let's quit pussyfooting around and get to the number 1 most requested, most exalted part of the Trident cast this week, last week, every week. We're here for one thing, and that thing is Aki's cat picture of the month. I'm going to bring it up right now. Aki, please let us know about this wonderful cat.
So, a couple things. First thing, when I saw this picture, immediately I was like, America. But I also thought of a couple other things. Man, it's super hot out here, at least in Madison, Wisconsin. I mean, it's been like in the 80-degree weather. So I was just like, oh, I love the outside setting. But one thing that immediately hit me on a personal note is, we play a lot of shows, and so many of the venues we play those are the chairs we have to deal with. Those goddamn bar stools. And I know some people love bar stools, but man, I have terrible posture. And after we play and I want to relax and watch our bands, I want to like lean back. And I don't know what it is. I think I have bad balance, but I like to have my feet on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And those kind of stools, like that one that Cat's on, I just like, I can't get like, you can't, my feet don't reach the floor. Sometimes they don't have a footrest. There's no backrest. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And so like, I saw that Cat and I was like, Mr. Kitty, I know exactly how you feel.
Hey, Aki, am I correct in saying that that's a chonker?
That is a chonker. Thank you. That's very good.
All right.
And you are right in thinking that it's probably a male, just like most calicos are female. Most orange cats are male, although there's a bit higher chance that an orange cat can be a female versus a calico, where it's extremely rare to get a male.
I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah, you were thinking it though.
He was.
I think that cat has an Aki-approved thick tail as well.
Yeah.
Not quite butter level, but it's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Aki, do you have anything else to add about this wonderful cat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Couple other things. Well, I was going to say real quick, science-y, but the reason, Brent, why there are not many male calicos is you need an XXY genes to get a male. Because the colors, the orange, the black, and the white and whatnot. So it's really rare, and the male cat's almost always infertile, kind of like The Witcher. Yeah. Oh man, Gerald's awesome. The other thing I was going to say is I was thinking this cat's orange, and I just wanted to get a little poll of you guys and everyone watching.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a big fan of sweet potato fries. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm more of a fan of regular potatoes. I mean, like sweet potato fries, sweet potato wise. Why would I want sweet potato fries? Regular potato fries?
A+. Hey, Aki, were you saving that up? Did you have that written down on the piece of paper?
I didn't have it written down, but I had this thought last night. I was thinking how like every nice expensive place we go to nowadays they're all like ooh, we have regular frites or fries, then we have sweet potato fries, and I'm always like, man, get those fucking sweet potato fries out of here, man. I want them regular fries.
Oh man. Well, before we get into the voting, let's say once again, happy birthday to Larry. Thank you, Larry. Oh my gosh, you were the best. Everybody drink. Everybody drink.
Good. The one thing that I have a hard time with potato fries, sweet potato fries, is what to dip them in.
Yeah.
Ranch.
Kind of out. They do go good with like some sort of like marshmallow, maple, like some sort of sweet sauce, but it's hard to like have that on the ready. So
to me, it's a texture thing. Like the texture is different, and I mean, it's kind of like how I love plain white Japanese rice. It's like, or even white Chinese rice, or jasmine rice is like, I like that rice is somewhat bland. Like that's why I really love about it, and it takes on the flavors of the sauces or whatever you have with it. And I think to me, in addition to texture, although sweet potatoes fries, the flavor is not super strong, it kind of takes away the whole point of fries. But then again, I'm a condiment whore, and I love that ketchup.
We've got some dissension in the chat box, both in YouTube and Facebook, saying sweet potato fries are S tier of fries and are awesome. Sweet potato fries with garlic cream dip, says Tomas. I mean,
I knew I was going to bring on the hate. It's okay.
Hey man, that's why people tune into the TRIDENTcast. They want unfiltered opinion. They want to know what goes on in the heads of the lords, so.
Plus, I feel like it's good to have, some conflict. It's, if you're hanging out with friends or you're on a date or whatnot, you don't want to be agreeing on everything.
Right.
I'm actually with Aki. We've managed to touch on I eat just about anything except bananas and sweet potato fries.
Whoa.
Or just I'll backtrack a second. Sweet potatoes, period. I just have a very difficult time with. It's a question of both taste and texture. I really struggle with both. John just wrote sweet potato cries, and the answer to that is sometimes, dude. Sometimes. Ooh, well, look at all these angry emojis. I just turned on the Facebook.
Yeah,
and it's like exploding with angry emojis right now.
People are fired up about this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a great topic. I love this.
I don't know. I just like
burning their barren and Asian metal like effigies
or their candles.
On Reddit. I was on Reddit food porn. One of the many safe for work porn subreddits, and someone had like a brisket burger with sweet potato fries, and it just got me incensed. I was like, oh, it's always about the damn sweet potato fries and fucking aioli. And I went to bed and I was like, nighty night in my covers, and I was in my covers, but I was like, God fucking damn it.
Oh my God! I wish I could have zoomed in the entire screen right on your face as you were doing that. That's so great.
Well, Mary Sweeney just admitted that all of the frowny faces are from her, like all 700 of them.
Oh my God!
Oh,
we pissed off.
Can't win them all, I guess. Yeah.
So here's what I'll say. I'm a bit more of a centrist when it comes to sweet potato versus regular potato. Let me ask the chat this: have you ever called them yam fries? Because I mean, like, right? Are they or did you go sweet potatoes? I thought those were yams, or whatever. And
so
Aki,
that's
go ahead.
actually an American colloquialism. If you go to a grocery store, they often list them as like jewel and garnet yams, but they're actually sweet potatoes. Yams are actually frequently much larger.
I did not know that. I did not know that. So before I give my my full opinion on sweet potato versus regular, Maddie gave us 99 cents. Thank you, Maddie. Let's all drink to Maddie.
Hey, I think we missed John Hoban's last one too.
Shit, I'm sorry, John. Yeah, Jack Burton, may the wings of liberty never lose a feather. To John again. Oh my gosh, and to Maddie. Thank you.
That drooly emoji gets me every time. That's awesome. I love it.
So
I like that one too.
I'm more of a centrist when it comes to sweet potato fries versus regular fries. I go 60-40. No, I go 70-30 regular fries versus sweet potato fries. Is there a place for sweet potato fries? Yeah, but I mean, like Aki said, I think the regular fries are more of a classic. You can use more condiments with them. But if you have a sweet condiment, if you have like a maple aioli or a maple butter or whatever, like sweet potato fries work really well with that, whereas regular fries, it might not work quite as well. I only like my sweet potato fries if they're like heavily salted. That sweet and salty combination, that's so great.
I'm going to I am out of drink, so I'm going to turn like this and go get a new one.
Okay.
And you can look at my closet for 2 minutes.
All right. Hey, we got Claymore in the chat. Yo.
I'll be back.
K-Scare, what's up? So, Brent, did you weigh in on this horrible controversy that's tearing the band apart?
No, thank you, Ty. Hopefully Mackenzie's listening, but in Europe, I confessed my feelings about fries, and basically that is I'm a slut for fries.
Yeah.
And so the catchphrase on the tour was "slut it up." And I want to get a shirt that says that with like some fries on it.
Some fries on it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be like you could put "slut it up" and then it could be like a caricature of you like in short shorts, just kind of like licking a fry, like
You're the guy with the sweatshop in his basement.
That is true. That is 100% true.
So I'd go like 60-40 regular fry.
All right.
Maybe 55-45. I like them both quite a bit.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that most people are on the on this relative same page with this horrible divisive topic that will lead to the end of Lords of the Trident. You know, this is how the band breaks up. We talk about our hatred for sweet potato fries, and then we get into fistfights.
Happens to so many metal bands.
Tell me about it. All right.
All right.
Hey,
I'm back.
Brian's back. What do you got now to drink, Brian? What do you got?
I am staying on the torpedo train.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Woo!
So
It's a tasty beverage.
let me let me I also have to get another beer. So maybe we should go to America's second favorite segment of the podcast. And then I can duck out and grab a beer real quick and jump right back in. Something that everybody loves to do. Everybody loves to get advice from everybody's favorite drummer in the world. Ooh, you better, Brett.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was great. That was wonderful. All right, Brett, take it away. You better, you what?
Man, I don't know. I've been packing my house up for the past 3 weeks. Leave me alone.
What are some lessons you learned while packing? Like, don't put an aquarium in your, suitcase.
That is a good one. That's a good piece of advice, Aki. No, the biggest
Sorry, I
thing,
learned the hard way.
I don't know how in the hell I've acquired so much shit. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, where it all comes from. And the amount of stuff that we've thrown away as well is, I don't know how I still have anything left. Like, I have, like, just a truckload of drum gear. by itself.
Well, you do have like 17 drum kits, right?
Yeah. We counted the drums, like the single drums I had, it was in the 30s.
Holy.
Do you have an electronic drum set as well?
I don't.
Okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
No. But, I mean, for heaven's sake, if you can, stop collecting shit. Because eventually you have to move it. Or somebody's going to have to move it, and they're going to have a really bad time. It's not been fun. You know that, I don't know if, well, Brent, you just moved. Did you ever have that time where you're just like walking around your house and looking in cupboards and cabinets and like trying to find more stuff to put away, and like you look at it and like, no, I don't want to do that right now. And then you like move on to something else, but then you just walk in these circles this whole time. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, I just went through that.
Yeah.
We hired movers for the first time ever, just for the big stuff, though, and that was totally worth it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't actually have too many big things. We're getting all new furniture for the most part, or some newer hand-me-downs from like family and stuff, but just the amount of small things that I have, like the amount of tools, or like I said, instruments, or like games now that I'm trying to collect games, just all this little piddly stuff adds up. I mean,
To me, I always wonder, like, dust. It
yes.
appears everywhere. Like, I'll have something in like a closed closet, and I'll like open that closet up, and I'm like, how the hell is there dust on top of this?
Right.
Brent, when you moved, who did you do for a mover?
I cannot remember. 2 nice young men.
Okay, because I was going to say I noticed a moving truck outside my apartment building called 2 Guys in a Truck,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah,
No, I didn't use that.
I've seen it around town, and I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. But then, people are moved. The leases at my building are all over the place. And a few weeks ago, I was pulling out of the parking lot, and there was another one of those 2 guys in a truck, trucks outside. And there are 3 guys. I'm like, oh, fucking A. Talk about false advertising.
Yeah, wait a minute.
And then later in the week, and one of the guys was very distinctive by the way his jeans were falling down and his belly was showing. And lo and behold, I was fucking driving over by Woodman's West, and on the way down Mineral Point, I saw 2 guys in a truck. And there were 2 guys, but there are multiple guys, and there wasn't that guy. And I'm like, there's got to be like 6 guys. What a fucking scam!
What a
What a
goddamn
conspiracy.
What a stupid scam! Oh my gosh.
No, I would never hire them because of those exact issues.
Okay, I want to warn you in case you decide to move further west.
Too many guys.
an addendum I would offer would be just media in general, old school media, books, magazines, cassettes, CDs, DVDs, VHS tapes take up an insane amount of space and weigh a ton.
Yeah.
Books.
I not even counting my personal CD collection. When I moved to North Carolina in 2011. I moved 1,000 Ottoman Empire CDs down there,
Ooh.
and then 1,000 Ottoman Empire CDs back. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot. That's some heavy boxes filled with boxes.
Someone who has like 3,000 CDs in the basement, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay.
I don't even have a lot of books, but it's like if you have a tote that's full of, like, it's full of paper, or like I still have all my music books from college. It's like that tote I know is going to be a bitch. Like, no matter what, if it's a book tote, it's heavy. Someone's hurting themselves.
Larry just put in the chat, the 8 tracks are right to keep though.
Yeah,
And
of course.
I can't argue that, man.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm a little out of the loop. I think it was like just outside of my generation. Is an 8-track a cassette recorder that records 8 tracks?
No, it's basically kind of an earlier version of a cassette.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's big and fat. It's like a big Atari cartridge of a cassette tape.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever been near one.
I mean, you've probably been near one, but you probably just didn't know what it was.
Huh.
Yeah.
It was probably a necessary evolutionary step from like vinyl to cassette as we knew it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Huh. Okay.
Yep. Well, thank you for that wonderful advice. You better, Brett.
Ooh.
We're great.
Yep,
That was
we're doing it
beautiful.
tonight.
You better. You better.
All right,
You can skip the songs.
So I got a couple of other topics that I think that I can kind of rifle through real quick here. A bunch of you watching this, you might be going, hey, what's all of this crazy cool stuff I'm seeing all over my screen that's not the Lords of the Trident's wonderful, beautiful faces? Well, it's our brand new set here for the digital and for the live stream events we've got going on. And you'll notice up in the top over there, you'll see watching, and we see Twitch and YouTube. Not only are we live on YouTube, not only are we live on Twitch, but we are also live on Facebook. That's right, we are multi-streaming to 3 platforms all at once because of PsychoStick. We basically stole their idea. We bought a Raspberry Pi. We set up a little Linux server that will multi-stream stuff to Twitch and Facebook and YouTube, and they have no idea, so they can't be like, you can't multi-stream to multiple sites. We're going to kick you down in the ratings. Ha ha ha. Suck it, Facebook. Suck it, YouTube. We got Linux on our side. That's right. I'm running Linux. So yeah, we did that.
Nerd.
And that's why. And the fun way that I tested this, and knock on wood, right? And it seems like the streams are all staying up just fine. The way that I tested this is I ran Lords of the Trident TV on all 3 platforms for 8 hours straight, where I just like played our music videos and some like Patreon clips and stuff like that, and like the Patreon concerts, just like back to back to back for 8 hours. Didn't drop a single frame. Amazing.
Yeah. Jinx messaged me and said, "Ty's playing Christmas music. This is not acceptable."
Yep. So so we got that going on, and hopefully that should be the norm from now on. We should be able to stream to all 3, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, for not only the TRIDENTcast, but for our live events coming up as well. So that's really cool. I want to give another big shout out to Indie on the Move, which is a independent music site that I've been following for like forever. They are now featuring Words of Fang articles on their blog, their weekly blog that they send out, and they just featured one today, which was super or maybe it was yesterday. It was yesterday. But like, it's so cool to like, to read something for so many years, and then all of a sudden, like, your stuff is on there. It's like, oh man, it's so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. And speaking of Words of Fang, I threw the gauntlet down. Katie from Claymore is really loving the fact that I'm, no holds barred, telling it how it is now on Facebook. And I threw the gauntlet down, and I made a bunch of new Words of Fang stuff, but the ones that got the most clicks and the most views were Glenn Fricker is wrong, and Rick Beato is wrong. I made 2 videos defending the use of digital amps, defending the use of quantizing and pitch correction. And that has gotten way more views than normal. So there you go. Clickbait works, kids.
You have to admit, though, not to be devil's advocate, but some of the comments did say, even like, for example, like with Glenn Fricker, he's actually a fan of a number of digital amps.
Oh yeah, and the thing is that like I know that, and it really was 100% just get people in, get them talking. Like, it's not that I actually hold this, and if you like the people that watch the videos, I'm very sort of like, hey, I know Glenn, I know he's coming from a good place, I know blah 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 blah, but it really is like I want them to click on the video and watch it, and it's just this inflammatory title basically.
Has he or Rick Beato contacted you at all?
Glenn has not. I've been texting Glenn back and forth for a while.
No way, really?
Yeah, and he's really cool. He's a cool guy, but he is very busy, and he kind of gives off the air that over text, and that's kind of hard to read and easy to misinterpret, but kind of gives off the air that he's very busy and not super duper interested in like, checking out our stuff or chatting or anything like that.
Yeah.
So.
I
Which
feel
is
like
I get it.
the sign of that is you text someone, they just write okay or K, period.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm like, hey, I wrote him this thing like, hey man, I hope you're doing well, blah blah blah, blah, and it was a question I had for him, and he texted me back like 5 hours later, and he's like, I'm doing great, busy as hell, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all right. So, anyway, we got more Words of Fang. We did a bunch of I've been releasing a video every single week during quarantine, and we've also got a video on problematic band members, which was featured on Indie on the Move, like how to deal with conflict, basically in the band. And it was more like, I I think I brought up a few. I wrote this back when Wade was in the band. So like years and years ago, I wrote this for like the blog that I used to do the thing for. And so there's a lot of like very timely kind of comments, it's like, oh, I've never had a drummer who got so drunk that his pants fell down at a show. No, never, never, never. So.
Oh no.
Yeah. We played a show at the Badger Bowl back when that was still a thing. And by set number 3, his mom and his girlfriend at the time had bought, and Wade was like 80 pounds soaking wet, right? So they bought Wade so many drinks that when he came out from backstage with his costume on, he was walking out to his drum set and his pants completely fell down.
That show might have been like the drunkest I'd seen him at a show.
He was really drunk. Yeah. So anyway.
3?
Yeah.
I think the drunkest I can think of, like any of us being, is and Brian, this was before he joined the band, and same with Brett. He hadn't joined the band, but it was at the back bar, and like no one showed up, and so
oh yeah,
that always happens at the back bar.
Ty, Corey, myself, Elliot, we all got like super sauced.
Oh, rum runners. Corey on those rum runners.
And oddly enough, I have like fond memories of that show just because like we were all like jumping around on stage like we're Angus Young or whatnot.
Yeah, and then remember the next time we played the back bar, the guy was like, "Hey, did you get a new drummer?" And we're like, "No, it's the same guy." And he's like, "Oh, is he sober this time?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I can tell the difference."
Didn't he say hell of a difference? So
hell of a difference.
I will admit that before I joined the band, I went to the for those of you who don't know it, I went to the Frostburn CD release show way back in the day, and it was after going to that show that I decided to audition for the band. That I ended up having quite a few drinks that night. I feel like I ran into a former student or something, and shots started getting bought. And so yeah, it was a good time. I definitely enjoyed myself. But
that actually makes me really happy. It shows that you enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
I think I might have told you before, but like I know you weren't feeling well, but that time years earlier where we played with Luna Mortis, I remember Brian One and I were really bummed out that we like didn't see you around much because we're like, oh man, maybe Brian's going to watch us play, and it actually really made my day when we played that Frostburn release show, and I saw you and you were walking by the front of the stage and you gave like a thumbs up or a
the horns.
Yeah, the horn. Thank you. And I was just like, oh, awesome. So it was cool to see that.
It was the show that we played together. So way back in 2008 or so, Luna Mortis and Lords of the Trident played a show together, and I did watch a good portion of your set. I was just up in the balcony.
Oh, interesting.
So and yeah, it's unless you have a crazy big light show at the high noon, you can't see who's up there. But yeah, I watched like over half of your set. I was just upstairs.
Oh, okay.
I actually did not know that. I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and it's like I was with my buddy Jeff, and Jeff's just like, is he saying Rape Shore? And I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, the last time I had too much was North Carolina. The last time we played the local 506. That was a good night. Just had a lot. And it was because, and this is important to denote as well. We played first that night.
Before a magician.
Hey, that magician was amazing.
That magician was incredible.
I still wish I caught it.
And I'm friends with him on Facebook now from that night, and I still follow him. That guy has performed magic for some incredibly famous people.
Wow.
And he's a really cool dude.
Wow.
Anyway, I digress. It's important to denote that if we play last, I really dodge the drinks because I play way better when I'm completely sober.
Yep.
But that night we went first, and then there were 4 bands left, and someone from Mega Colossus bought us a whole round. I think it was Steven.
Yeah.
To take during the Metal C. So I had to reciprocate during their set, and by the end of the night, but it was a good, happy drinking night. So no drama, no weirdness, just a good time. So that was cool.
That's the night I broke a candle.
Oh,
That's the night that guy lit his pubes on fire.
Yeah,
that's right. Oh, I forgot about
that. Oh my god!
Yes. That was one of the greatest things. That was one of the greatest things that ever happened on stage. Yeah. It's like it was incredible. The lead singer of this band, what was the band called?
Thunderlip.
Thunderlip, yes. The lead singer of the band Thunderlip. And this video is up on Facebook, so go check it out. Facebook.com/Thunderlip, maybe. He was like, he had these super low rider jeans, and like, yeah, his like after a couple songs, like his pubes started to stick out, and he had this cool sort of like Robert Plant kind of like, I'm sexy, I'm thin, I'm gonna lithe around the stage and be like, oh, and then he saw his pubes sticking out, and so he just lit them on fire. And sort of went like, yes, light, go, and they were on fire for a long time. It was really weird.
And burning hair smells horrible.
Their set ruled though. I had so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say again, this is another reason. Like, I think we all really prefer not going last. It's like it's really fun too to like finish your set, and we're trying to be really professional and be really prepared. But it's really nice to like finish a set and just be able to relax with a couple of drinks and watch some other bands.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, a few other quick things that I had here. I came out with speaking of special secret things, I also came out, there's another, that doggo's back. Oh my gosh. I came.
Chicago, but
Our good friends in Raptor Command, Maxwell Carlisle and Deacon Lacrosse, emailed me and asked me if I would do a cover of "Tooth and Nail" by
Dokkan.
Dokkan, I think is how you pronounce it. Here, let me pop it up. Ah, shit! What did I do here? All right, nope, not that. This one.
Yeah.
This is. Oh god. Oh god, I've done it all now.
Larry.
Yes.
So can we, while you're pulling this up, we can do the Larry drink real quick?
Oh yeah, we got another Larry drink.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Yes, thank you.
I'm glad I have this low lighting, man. I'm ready to tell.
So anyway, there's a little clip for you. If you liked what you heard, go check that out. Look for Deacon Lacrosse, or just check it out. We got a link on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on all them ones. So we did that. Oh, and I said we got a video coming out every.
You were right.
Huh? Go ahead, Aki.
Oh no, I was just going to say you're right. That name Deacon Lacrosse, what a badass name.
I know, right? It's crazy. So I said we got a video coming out every Friday. One of the next video coming out in 2 days, coming out this Friday, I am super duper excited about. It's the next Power Metal Opera Battle with me and Brian and John Yellen, and we have a special guest who we haven't revealed yet. Except if you're on Patreon in the behind the scenes level, you know who it is. So don't spoil it. But yeah. Oh, and wait, my gosh, there's another John Hoban drink. John, thank you. To John.
Thank you, friend.
John. Thank you, friend.
Cheers.
So
dude.
John, I really enjoyed Ty's karaoke. I was actually talking to Jinx through chat about how I was actually really tired that night, and I was like, oh, I'm going to stop in for a few songs, show support, and I ended up watching over 90 minutes, and I just oh man, it was so good. If it were me, I would have fallen over by the seventh drink. But yeah, Ty just sang him awesome, and I told Ty this. I literally I had my windows open. I bet I annoyed my neighbors because I multiple times laughed super loud. Ty's guitar faces during the final countdown had me I had to sit down on the floor for an Aki timeout.
That's great.
The only thing I regret is I didn't catch Ty singing "Man in the Box," and I love that song.
So the funny thing is that there was a large chunk of the night that I do not remember, because Heidi, the next day. I mean, I guess this is not that big of a shocker to anybody, but it's the next day. Heidi was like, "Oh yeah, remember when you sang 'Let It Go' from Frozen?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." She's like, "Yeah, you did." I'm like, "No, what?" And then you sang "Man in the Box." What are you talking about? I didn't. What? No. And she's like, "Yeah, you did." I'm like, "Oh God, oh, I don't remember any of this."
I'm pissed I missed "Let It Go" too, because that's a hard ass song to sing. Some of those high notes for a man.
Oh yeah, it was pretty difficult. That maybe I don't. It might have been difficult. I'm not.
There's a video of a guy on from Broadway, I believe it is, who decides to sing "Let It Go," and yeah, some of those high notes, man.
I know. So hopefully I did okay.
Andrea and we tuned in near the beginning. You were a couple songs in, and we ended up watching the whole thing and just kind of playing video games and drinking, and we actually ended up donating money too. But no, on a musical level, I was incredibly impressed by your stamina, by the fact that you were still hitting high notes at the very end. That you sang Nesun Dorma 2.5 hours into it after singing all this other crazy stuff. So that, yes, very impressive.
I remember singing Nissendorma like pretty shit faced, And I remember saying something like, "I've never sang Nissendorma this drunk before," and the next well, not the next day, but like a couple days later, my voice teacher we were just talking about that and laughing, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, for the state you were in, you did pretty good."
Well, I can't speak to your Italian, and I can't speak to your diction, but I can definitely speak to your pitch. And you hit the B at the end, like you hit it, like it was there.
Yay!
And that's what always gets me with that piece.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's what gets everybody, but you hit it, you did it, and it sounded good. So.
Excellent. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that, and I would totally do that again. And we raised a ton of money for charity, and I mean, just overall, it was a really, really, really good night. All right, so we got another donation, Haley or Harley. I did it again. Fuck, I did it again.
You did it again.
I did the same goddamn thing last time. Harley Carlson. Thank you, Harley. Hello, friends. Why hasn't Lords of Trident eradicated the COVID from the planet so we can once again sweat all over our friends at metal shows? It's because they don't make axes that tiny. I've looked into it. They make axes that can chop through bacteria, but like viruses are like 10 times smaller than bacteria. I can't even get a grip on an axe that small. So like I don't know what I'm gonna have to do other than setting everything on fire, which is difficult for such a large swath of the earth. I mean, yeah. So I'm sorry, Harley, but thank you so much. Everybody drink to Harley. Yay!
You know who we haven't seen in a while?
Who?
Slam Bammy.
Slam Bammy. Oh, I miss Slam Bammy. You love that. You love that username. Slam Bammy.
Feels good on the. It has good mouthfeel.
It does. It has good mouthfeel. Maybe they moved over to Twitch. Speaking of which, we have a Twitch now. We're all very new at Twitch. We just started it up like a couple weeks ago. So go check out our Twitch, twitch.com/Lords of the Trident. We're going to be multicasting there on YouTube, on Facebook. Oh, Johnny Earls, thank you. $5 for Johnny. Johnny, thank you so much. Cheers to you, Johnny. Aki had to re-up there.
Oh man, I thought I was going to get off this podcast easy. I was like,
no,
only 2 more topics.
Not tonight. Not when Johnny's on the case. Okay, so I did a couple other things rapid fire for me. I did the Dokken cover. That was super fun. I had a lot of fun with that one. That one was really fun to sing. I did a couple of other covers that we didn't talk about last time because they didn't come out in time. First off, I don't think we talked about We Are the World on the last TRIDENTcast. Did we talk about that?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So there was this guy in the U.S. Power Metal Connection who contacted me and John and Nina and a bunch of other singers. And he's like, yo, I'm doing a cover of We Are the World. We are the world. We are the children. And it's going to be a big metal collaboration you want in. I'm like, yeah, dude, let's go. And I did my part and I did my video and I didn't realize like how many people were going to be on this thing. And the one that blew me away was Nicholas Isfeld from Dream Evil was on there. And I'm like, oh my God, I am on a collaboration with Nicholas Isfeld from Dream Evil. How is this happening? It was so cool. So it was, and it turned out really well. I think the video had something like, at the moment, I think it's got like 80,000 views. It did pretty well. So
cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You guys all saw that? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Dad sent it to me.
I know I saw a portion of it.
And then also the other thing that we did, was the other thing I did was the We're Stars cover, the Dio song. And we did.
I think your part was actually my favorite.
Yeah, that was the Dokken I have a big docking connection in the first half of the year because that was like
I was just
wasn't that Dio?
well no so the Dio put the song together, but the part that I sang, those like 2 lines, were
Oh, okay, I
Don
get it.
Dawkins
All right.
lines.
I get it. Okay, all right.
Where was that, Ty? I don't think I saw that one.
That is. I mean, it's up on the Voice Hacks YouTube, and I posted it on Facebook a while back. But yeah, so Mary from Voice Hacks and Brian's old band, she put that together at NAMM. Oh, and Brian's in it too. Right? Shit, I forgot about that.
I am.
Brian's in it too.
I sang backups like a pro.
You did, yeah. Oh, okay, we got Kylachim again. Kiachi Megan. There we go. Got it.
There
Kiachi
you
Megan.
go.
Sorry. Missed most of this protest going on in Minneapolis. Oh my gosh, yeah. We hope you're staying safe and healthy. And I hope we're gonna see you at the next Mad with Power. It was a real bummer for us. But tell you, next year, 2021 is gonna be. I'm gonna make it one for the books. 2021's Mad with Power is gonna be amazing. So, to you, Kiachi Megan.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I mean, yeah, the best I could say is hang with us.
Mm-hmm.
I would say too, I'm sorry, Brian. Let you finish.
Nope, that was it. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I feel like there's a decent chance that even before Mad with Power will play in Minneapolis and whatnot, or Rochester, or one of those. Yeah,
absolutely. And Harley, to touch on your little comment there about got to be on a Helion Prime song. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything at this moment, but
whoa,
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
He didn't say John Ashcraft earlier for Jason.
Jason
Ashcraft for
that is actually
for any reason.
That's a completely separate thing, not related to Harley's comment at all. But yes,
of course not.
Yes,
Ty, if you,
no, I truly don't know what's going on, so I don't know. Oh, John Hoban just said Duluth. How about that?
Oh my God, we gotta get back up to the cabin. We gotta go up to Duluth. We gotta hang up there and drink.
Gotta play Wasco's.
Yeah, shit.
It's kind of crazy. We already are filling up a good portion of our 2021 summer.
Yeah, we've had quite a few requests for 2021 summer. We're playing a wedding. We're playing a couple private events. It's been good. But until then, we're definitely gonna go full in on the live streaming. We're gonna do some fun events. We got a couple of things in our pockets that we have yet to take out that I think will be really fun for everybody in terms of live streaming.
Ty is someone who still sometimes needs to have a drink before playing on stage. I get kind of nervous. I'm kind of excited about these live streams. Yeah,
me too. It's gonna be great.
Well, I want to get some lights that follow us.
Also, I found out how to. I've got these dongles, and dongle is a great word to say, but here I've knocked over a beer. All right, it's fine. It was empty. I've got these dongles that connect HDMI to USB, and so I can connect my really high-end cinema cameras to the computer, and so we can live stream. Like it's a super high-end crazy concert with my nice lenses. I got a new lens coming in the mail tomorrow, and this is my last lens. That's a lie, but Brent knows that's a lie. But I mean, this is the final piece of my cinema kit that I've always wanted, and now I will have it. And so we can use this on both the cameras. It's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna love it. The quality is gonna be A+ amazing. So,
ooh, man, I'm excited. You got all the lights and whatnot, some mics for Brett's drums. I got a new amp. This is gonna be exciting.
Yeah, did you get your amp in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go get it. I want to see it. Oh, Aki got a brand new amp. Okay, Okay, here we go. Oh shit! Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to hear that. Did you get a case with it?
It actually, so I got it modded by Mike Fortin's partner Dan Gower in the UK, and who came up with the mod. And so I actually bought a used Marshall JCM 800 2203 for pretty cheap in the UK because there's so many of them, and it came with like a dust cover, so it's not a case, but still it covers it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, it should be pretty exciting.
Sweet. I'm super excited about it. And then the last thing I had on the docket was Brian. So I've been talking all about the guest solos and stuff that I've been on, the guest vocals and things like that. Brian had a track come out on a compilation for Banjo-Kazooie with Claymore come out, and that is up available for free on the Patreon. A Scorching Sands, I believe it was, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. It was it's a game that I've never played. Like, I've never played Banjo-Kazooie, for better or worse.
Okay.
But I think I have it labeled in my iTunes as Gobi Desert. I think that sounds right.
Good.
Probably stopped saying that wrong, though. Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, Katie got a hold of me, and I put a little 16 bar solo in there. And I think it turned out pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it sounds awesome.
So for everyone else out there in streaming land, when Ty came over to film my parts for the latest opera battle, we also then did parts for, or I did a video for the Gobi, or for the Banjo-Kazooie. So, and I'm not sure when that's coming out actually, but I'll be interested to see it when Katie has it finished.
Mm-hmm.
I already found it.
Brian, anytime you have a guest solo, please send me an email. I'll definitely check it out.
Katie put the links up. I think it's a Spotify link.
Oh, okay.
But I'll share it to your page.
Okay.
She put it up. She put it up a week or two ago.
Often, and so a lot of times, way too late, I'll be like, "Whoa, one of you guys released this thing?"
Yep. And Aki, you just gotta jump on that Patreon, then you'll get all of the insider information. Speaking of which, boom! Look up here, get on that Patreon, patreon.com/Lords of the Trident. Sign up today. You get all of the insider scoop. Thank you, everybody.
Even the bandmates have to get on the Patreon if we want to know what's going to happen. I kid. But
give me your money so I can give it back to you.
Yeah.
You have to do the spiel where you mentioned putting down the meth pipe.
Right. Sorry about that. Yeah. Right. Don't drink meth. Put it down. Eat your vegetables. Patreon. How about that? Is that good?
Drink your stool.
Yeah. Stay in milk. Get 8 hours. Get 8 hours of drugs. Don't do school.
Yeah, if you take a satanic death metal album and you spin it backwards, and it's all like, "Hey kids, brush your teeth, listen to your parents, do good in school, get all of your vitamins, be nice to your classmates,
brush your teeth, go to bed."
Yeah.
John, that was indeed a super sketchy place.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite photos of Aki. Just like, was it Aki or was it Brent gesturing?
No, it was Brent. I took the photo of Brent.
Right, gesturing at the garbage pile.
No, I took the photo of Aki, and now I've started a collection of photos of Aki next to garbage piles.
Next to garbage piles.
I have like 3 now.
Oh, it's so good. Hey, we got another thing from Harley. A few more doll hairs for the R&D. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Harley.
Superior's finest garbage pile, which is saying something because they have a garbage island.
We do have a garbage
Yeah.
island. Yep, Barca's Island was made out of garbage. So, yeah. That's there was a Indiana Daisy. There was a meth lab on the top of the building my mom used to work at. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It's so
Can't win
convenient.
them all, I guess. Or
Yeah,
I guess you could win some of them.
That is true. It is pretty convenient. You know, it's one-stop shopping basically. You know. So that's pretty much all I had for this month in terms of upcoming stuff. You know, we're gonna be hopefully practicing again, doing live streams very soon. We've got a bunch of new material. Power Metal Opera Battles comes out on Friday. Please check that out. I am so proud of this one. This one is, I will say, this one's a Mes Amis, which is a aria that is known as, in the opera world, it is known as the Mount Everest of arias, because it has 9 high C's in a row, and so you'll have to tune in to see if we did it, if we got it. So yeah, check it out this Friday. Everybody's like, "Yep," nodding. Okay, cool. Good job, neat. But yeah, if you want to find out who our special guest is this month. Oh, and I haven't told you guys this yet either. And I suppose I can kind of let this slip since we got 3 people on Twitch, we got 27 people on YouTube. I have talked to a good mutual friend of ours, Miss Brittany Slays, and she may be appearing on a Power Metal Opera Battle very, very soon. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Ty,
Yeah, Saki.
for one of those Ty solo things like that, if you ever need guest solos, can Brian and I guest solo?
No.
Aw.
Okay.
Well,
fine.
it's a question of being able to sing opera properly, and I'm not in that boat.
No, you know.
And Aki, if you can sing opera, Aki, that means you've been holding back on us, man.
Oh no. I don't think I have much range.
I will say there are, and I don't want to give away too much, but I think after you see the next couple of opera battles, I think there are opportunities for people who do not sing opera to engage in the battle. So I would say that yeah, there's potential ideas to kind of whittle through there for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what I got on my list. Do you guys have anything additional that you want to talk about?
I think I am good.
Aki,
That's why there is hair in my future.
Oh,
Soon.
It's way too distract. Oh, sorry.
Flat top, Larry. Don't
cut your hair, Larry. Don't do it. Don't do it, Larry. Your hair is glorious. Don't do that. Yep. Aki, do you have any more hot button topics that it's gonna tear the band apart?
No, just that it's like really hard to pay attention when I've never really bothered to pay attention to the webcam image of myself, and it's like so tempting to be like zoop zoop
zoop zoop. I know, it's fun. It's fun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was listening. I was just doing lots of moving around and whatnot.
do you guys? Okay, so I've had to do a shit ton of video conferences, video calls, all that sort of stuff. And this came up last night. This is a question that came up last night. When you are in a multi-person video conference, do you find yourself staring at your own image rather than looking at the other person who's talking?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And Zoom just made a feature where you can hide your own image, and it's been great because I can stop being a weirdo.
Oh.
Staring. I like that Google Meet, which is what we're using now, is you're super tiny in the corner, so you can't really
stare at yourself.
do it. It must just be some primate thing. We just
look at me. Yeah. We had a question in the chat from Schwartz. If you want to get into singing opera, how can you get started? I would recommend finding a great vocal teacher. Actually, my vocal teacher does do lessons over Skype, so if you're interested, Shelton Private Voice Studio, and I actually have a link to his email and to his website on the Power Metal Opera Battles that is coming out on Friday. So check that out. to get that link. And yeah, but if that doesn't interest you, I mean, I find a good vocal teacher in the area, find somebody who's versed in classical. That's what I did, and just start taking lessons. So yeah. All right, well, guys,
Cool.
this was a time, and I'm happy to announce, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for the first time since this quarantine has hit, thanks to the power of Linux, we have not dropped the TRIDENTcast. And not only that, we have not dropped the TRIDENTcast, but we've also been streaming it on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube, all at the same goddamn time. This is incredible technology, ladies and gentlemen. Please go like or sign up or subscribe or follow or whatever it is on the Twitch, because I don't do the Twitch. I'm not young, I'm an old fart, so I'm only on the YouTubes and the Facebooks. So, but get on that Twitch and send us the bits or whatever it is you kids do nowadays. And let's keep it real. Let's see.
Ooh, sorry.
Yes, Aki.
When we're done with this, are we able to cut the live stream and us guys can have like a guy talk?
Just us guys here? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
I suppose we could do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me give a big gigantic thanks to everybody on our Patreon, patreon.com/Swords of the Trident. If you like what we do, if you want to help support the band, please join. For only $1 a month, you get all sorts of amazing, cool stuff. So yeah, patreon.com/Swords of the Trident. We are the #1 most supported, most funded band, unsigned metal band on Patreon. We are it. So
Wow.
and that is a badge of honor that I will hold high and will announce from the heavens. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, join our Patreon, patreon.com/Swords of the Trident. Follow us. There are a bunch of social media links down below. Make sure you're following us everywhere so you don't miss a thing. I'm going to give the very last word this week to our own wonderful Mr. Pontifex Mortis. Take it away, Brent.
Shit.
Good night.
Stay healthy, everyone.
Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Well done.